Well, here's what we'll do. I mean, there are lots of people who are tweeting and asking. They haven't seen the video. They're trying to, but as much as it's very hard to play it again because it's actually shocking. But maybe just a little bit of it, or maybe some sort of sound without film or something. But so that you can see that material. Now, if you have any information whatsoever about those or what you may have seen or about to see, yes, by all means you can volunteer.
It's another jungle justice. Incomprehensibly.
Respond, sending messages to the numbers Dr. Jomaki did announce over the air, and then just go ahead and volunteer information if you have any whatsoever. If you are in Ejigbo local council development area, if you are a community leader in Ejigbo local council development area, if you heard somebody saying something about it in Ejigbo local council development area or anywhere else at that, please just volunteer information. Either if you're not comfortable, of course you should be either with the police, with ourselves, or with Dr. Joe Dumaki, or anyone who can help on this matter. We really have got to sort this challenge. But society has to be involved in this.
Yeah,
actually.
Because Chimele, I think it's time we begin to question how do people get to this kind of level, you know, where that is the form of justice that they think of. I mean, as you rightly pointed out, it's not the first time that we're seeing it. It happened in the case of the Unlawful. Even the person who was filming, I'm wondering, what was the person filming for? Is it for the sake of justice like this, or is it just to further humiliate the women? I'm a little at a loss here as to what exactly is going on.
I think the person was just filming just for the fun of it. But fortunately, the person will have transferred it to another person who felt so bitter about it. And then, because that person filming apparently is also one of them. And I think that, I mean, that's what we're talking about, that people, there must be that change of mindset. When things happen, that level, we should realize that we'll have a law, we'll have a constitution. People should be presumed innocent, and they should hand them over to, even people, some people have lost confidence in the law enforcement agency, but that should not be it. They should hand them over properly to law enforcement.
I think that we should also ask the local government chairman as to when exactly he knew about this, because if you could give all the information he gave, it means that it's something that, you know, was definitely brought to his, you know, brought to his table, or something he knew about. Is it also something is sanctioned, or is it something that his local government is already investigating to see how they can get justice for these people?
Well, apparently the thing, the eclipse went viral around December 6th. And then 3 days after that or so, a statement was issued, comprehensive statement, that yes, it happened in February. And then threw more light as to who the woman was, the wife of a Pawan Tapa. And then the other girl, the stepdaughter, they live not too far from the market. People have been complaining that they've been stealing pepper. And in the process...
Do we know the markets this happened in?
Well, no, it was just, no, not specific.
But
they've been stealing pepper, as in, it's like a constant...
Yes, that people have been complaining that the pepper, those who keep their pepper overnight and go home, by the time they return in the morning, they'll find out that some of the pepper are missing. And then it has become a recurring decimal. So at the end, I think they got some people, that those people should keep vigil. In the process, around in the morning also, these two women worked there and they were caught while they were trying to steal the pepper. And then in the process of torture, they then had to say that, well, it's not that we stole the pepper to, we stole the pepper to go and sell, but to eat. That's why we stole it. And then they started torturing them. Who were you selling the pepper to? And the rest, you know. So I think with that little information, someone who has volunteered that, and from the press release I read of, should be able to get to, you know, to know who those people are. But I think that they are saying they are meeting brick wall, and that is why this committee setup is a welcome development. Let even the electorate, let everybody see what have you done since February that this thing happened. And we didn't even get to know about it. If we did not see the clips, nobody would have known. How far? Was it anywhere? Did they call people to volunteer information? Was there any advert? Was there any press conference? Nothing happened except for the clips that we saw. So that's why the committee, by the time the committee starts sitting, there will be need, let all of us sit down. What have you done? The police, the market owner, the people, the transporters, those who want to volunteer. There should be advert, let people come out in local dialects and everything, and let people be assured that they'll be protected. At the end of the day, we then know how we fish out those perpetrators.
I mean, I like to be optimistic on this one, that it will be very, these people should be seen, because Lagos State has a market system. They've got a market leader who in turn can talk to the higher, the rank and file in the market and identify those people. Mr. Kende Bangbeto can, of course, cooperate and get some of this information out. He has some of them already. And then they've got a transport policy, how you can identify several people if they happen to be among the transporters, because people will know who they are with their voices. So I like to imagine, but it shouldn't be that difficult. And so this committee, who knows, we hope they will not be sitting forever.
That is why they have to speed up the whole proceedings. And I'm also sure that we will not rest. This is just one of the cases that we have found that will never rest until justice is done. And not only that, we keep reminding them, writing, and if need be, going there. So I think that, like you rightly pointed out, there's a system. They have market leaders everywhere. And like with the way the Lagos State House of Assembly has moved in, I really think that anybody that has seen such clips, that remembers that somebody carried his or her pregnancy for 9 months, and the woman there will have been somebody's sister, will have been somebody's mother, will have been somebody's wife, I'm really sure we want to act. And that is what we want. Action is what we need, and it has to be done.
Yes, I see messages coming through saying, look, how is it that the chairman of the LCDA knew about this 10 months ago? What did he do when he knew about this 10 months ago? How far has he gone? I mean, are these people being apprehended? We hope they haven't fled, but it's shocking. If you knew about this, Mr. Kende Bangbeto, 10 months ago, what did you do, sir? Society likes to know. Because if this kind of thing happens elsewhere, we encourage people to come forward immediately, either to the police or ensure that this kind of thing doesn't happen.
Yes, like I rightly said, nobody even got to know about it until we saw the thing, on internet. And then coming out, one even thought that the thing just happened until that press statement, that was released, that the thing happened in February. And we were just seeing it around December 6th. And the statement was issued to early December. So if something had been done with the information that had been volunteered, if we had known or if we had seen it since that February that it happened, at least we would have moved in as fast as we can. But with the time vacuum, I still believe that the citizens of this country, we need to know what happened to those vulnerable women, those weak people, the poor people, the downtrodden. We all have the same rights, and we're all equal before the law. So what happened to them? We deserve that right to know, and something must be done.
Well, yes, indeed, and we know that this is not what our society is about, so we strongly, as a matter of fact, Channels Television also strongly condemns that act. That's not what our society is about. I would like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt on this one. Come forward with whatever information you have, either to the police or to Dr. Joe Domake or to Channels Television. Volunteer information. There's a committee that has been set up. They will also need information. Society needs to get these people. And we also look to Lagos State government to also do what they can to ensure that this kind of scenario does not happen again. Justice has got to be done with this one. Just tweet at any one of us, Sunrise Daily Now at channelstv.com. That's our email address. You know how to do that. But if you don't, the video should be available for you elsewhere to see, if not on our platform. You should see it on our site sooner rather than later. But go ahead, send your comments to us on this one.